Welcome to the Giving a Purpose podcast, where we bridge the highs, the lows, the lessons learned through life's journey, and filling in the gap. It's your host, Mr. LA. You already know what it is. New week. That means new energy. Make sure you get your energy up. New goals, new opportunities, new fresh beginning to get it right. Listen, man, I want you guys to be awesome in everything that you do. I want you to get your energy up. It is a new week. We're almost through May already. Listen, May is almost over with, and we're about to go into another quarter. We're about to go into another stratosphere. But I need you to get ready, need you to get right. But before we do any of that, what I need you guys to do for me, man, right down in that corner over there, man, hit that subscribe button. Stop playing. Hit the subscribe button. All right. You already know what you need to do for boy. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Make sure you guys share it. Let somebody know the goodness that you guys are getting every week, man. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in, and I want you to continue. But I also want you to spread love. You know what I mean? So, listen, man, I was contemplating on some things, man. And sometimes when you have different stressors and things going on, it affects your body. And the one thing that I've learned in life that affects a lot of things is not so much when I am physically tired, but mentally tired, right? And I have those instances where sleep doesn't cure it. There's so many things going on throughout the day that when you try to go to sleep at night, it doesn't work because your mind is still racing, right? And, it's crazy. I have this app on my phone and it lets me know. And it's like sometimes I can tell when I have my mind still racing and it hasn't shut off. It literally tells me your sleep sucked. It tells me how many times I awoke throughout the night. It tells me, how long I've been up, and it tells me exactly how much sleep I actually got, right? And so it's so important and so vital with the things that you do. But it reminds me of a time where I used to work at this college, and I had this boss, man. I really don't like to speak ill of people, but I think she was really just, if I can just be honest, she was mean spirited, man. The things that she would say, even about her family members and things like that. And I used to get so upset. I'm just like, why would you say things like that? Why would you do things like that? Like, I don't understand what's going on that you would feel this way, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to me that you would have these ill things, or you would wish bad on people, or you come to work to make somebody's life miserable. And it would make me so upset. I couldn't sleep. I was up all night like, man, she's just getting on my nerves. I got to go to the job the next day and it's just going to be awful. Right. And so I got to a point where I realized that, man, I'm getting upset and she's getting a good night rest. Like, she's being authentically her. All right. And I was realizing that I couldn't change or control her or the things that she was doing. And it was making me so frustrated. You know what I mean? And it was just crazy. Even to the point, added on to that story, just to kind of let you guys in on a couple of things. She also had cancer, and she was going to chemo, and like, she would go to chemo and come straight to work. And I know it was taxing on her body. But me personally, I would pray for this lady. I would pray for this lady, right? And it got to a point where at that time she had cancer, and my grandmother at that time had cancer. And so I would pray for this lady to, heal her and all these things. And I was praying for my grandmother. But then I would also question God. I'm like, I don't even know if she likes you, God. Like, she's so evil sometimes. She does these things. And I'm up night trying to pray for her. I'm up all night frustrated at her. But I realized I was giving her so much energy that it was disturbing me mentally. And yes, we're still in mental awareness month. And so it's just, I also always want to make sure that we're still understanding that there's a mental part of this. And your brain not turning off affects your mental capacity. And I want you guys to always be mentally rejuvenated. Yes, we all need sleep, but the naps that we take and the sleep that we get at night doesn't fix that mental capacity to hold everything because our mind is still racing. So this is what I need you guys to do. Let it go. All right. One thing that I learned in life is how to compartmentalize things. Leave work at work. Leave home at home. Even leave, the people that have, some people have this slight road rage. Leave the road stuff on the road. Like for me personally, my car is my war room. It's my secret place. It's also my prayer closet. Like a lot goes on. That's where I do a lot of my mental thinking. And so when I get to a point when I have to do something, I'm just executing. And so learn how to leave things where they are. See, when I come home, I want to stay focused on the family stuff. And then if there's things that are arising in the family, that family stuff stays with the family. And so I don't take it to work. And then if there's something going on, I don't take it out on my students. I don't take it out on my coworkers, my administration, and just different things like that. And if you're having trouble in all those areas, remember something that we always talk about. First, assess. What did you contribute to? What did you do to create things? Like, not everything happens to us. Some things happen to us because of some of the things that we do. It could be a reaction of something that we do. So kind of assess the whole thing so you understand what's going on so that you can remove yourself out of it. All right. And once you assess, forgive yourself, forgive that person, right? And I know y'all saying, wow, yeah, Mr. LA, you taking it spiritual? Yeah, you got to have that part. But if all that doesn't work as well too, God did make therapists. Go see you a therapist. All right. A special guest that we always have on here. Man, if you need to go see Dr. Marsh, please go see her. I will leave a link in the description where you can reach her. Please make sure you go see somebody and get it off your chest. Holding it in, oh my goodness, is the worst. I know I've probably shared before many times on here. I've had these battles with ulcers and just different things like that. Make sure you don't keep things in, man. It can affect your insides mentally, physically. You got to understand our core is another important part. And once you have bad core and bad gut health, it affects a lot of things. You get this inflammation and different things like that. So make sure you're staying on top of that. But I need you guys to understand, let it go. Let it go. Yes, let it go. Let God. Let it go if you talk to a therapist. When you're at work, once you leave work, leave it there. Let it go. Assess yourself, the situation, and move on. Do better. Let it go. I'm telling you, your body's going to start feeling better. Your mind is going to be unfogged. Let it go. You can only control what you can control. That makes the best you. Man, I hope this resonated with you guys. I hope it was the best thing that you needed for this week. Listen, I need you guys to do the most important thing I ask you to do every week. And that's make sure you live on purpose. Make sure you live in purpose. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
You've been listening to the Giving a Purpose podcast. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or Google Play to get new, fresh weekly episodes. For more, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.